I've got my iced coffee, I've got loads of energy, I have my fortune pickaxe, and I have no quartz. So welcome back to the Minecraft Guide World, everybody. Today we are starting in a 1.16 Nether update style by going to the Nether. Today we'll be working on our mob farm sorting thing, making sure it's all finished and beautiful, but to do that I need... No, this is not real. Oh. I wish I could say that was scripted. Oh man. Oh no, that wasn't a reference to the meme. I gotta fix that. I hope I have a flint and steel here. Yes, I do. Okay. Anyways, we're here in the Nether at the start of today's episode to collect up some quartz because we need quite a bit of that, and I used it all up last episode. So my plan is to go down some of these hallways that I've created and hopefully find so much quartz that I will explode from happiness. And you know, actually I take the explode comment back. I've had enough explosions for today. Oh man, I guess I gotta light up that church. It definitely went to the Nether to find quartz too. Anyways, I wanted to kind of fill you guys in on the process of preparation, so yeah, wish me luck. Yeah, wish me luck. So it's been maybe definitely like an hour, 30 minutes, something like that. I have lots and lots of quartz and actually some glowstone as well. A little bit more quartz down here, it couldn't all fit. And then over here I have our building supplies for today. I also did a little bit of preparation before the episode, kind of got things ready for what I wanted to do today. So let's go ahead and I think move the glowstone out of the way. We don't really need any of that. Exploring the Nether, or I guess harvesting the Nether, was actually pretty easy. No really close calls. I killed 2 ghast. I got 1 ghast here, by the way. I should definitely put that away. Where do I put ghast tears? This might be our first ghast tear, actually. Wow, what a special moment. You will go right there and be sad always. Ghast tears are sad blocks. So the project today is over at our mob farm, the thing that we worked on last episode. The goal is to hopefully finish the whole area up today, like for good. I'd like to really get all of this area done. That means decoration, that means excess storage building, and that is where I think we're actually going to start today. So, this is good and all, but we definitely need like an overflow storage building because all of that is overflow, all of that is overflow, and this thing, the storage system, will fill up eventually, which is going to be a little bit of a bummer once it does, but it is what it is. This thing is running constantly. So that means we need a building. Initially, I was thinking of doing like some giant mob heads out of like wool, and that would be really cool. Actually, a few people even said, hey, Wattles, you should do something like that. And yeah, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, I kind of started thinking about it, and if I was going to do them out of wool, the zombie head would end up just being giant green, big green, and then the other heads would look fine, but yeah, the zombie head really kind of threw it off. So that would mean I would need to do something like terracotta, which isn't a problem, don't get me wrong. I love terracotta, actually a little bit more than wool, but I just decided it wasn't really the vibe I guess I was going for with this build, so we're doing this instead. I think this will actually end up being even better though. So now, with all of that being said, done out of the way, that means we need to build a building. This building needs to be centered, and it needs to be spaced back a little bit because I'd like to have lots of room over there, and then room for like a road to come through here to go over towards, I guess, the pyramid and everything else. So that means I think we could start the front of the building like no farther forward than this spot right here. So we'll fill this in a little bit and then get going. I do have a pretty good idea. I'd like to go back to our medieval style. We haven't built a single medieval build in, oh gosh, it's been way too long. For a while over in the town, like over there past the Japanese building, I was doing like pretty much a strictly medieval feel, build style, everything like that. And yeah, it was amazing and it was really fun. But then I kind of got bored of it and switched it up over here by like the turtle farm and everything else. So yeah, it's definitely time to revisit the style. I can't see any complaints with it. We haven't done it in a long time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's good. I want to do one of those fancy medieval peaked roofs on this build. I think that would be cool. And then I'd also like to do tall glass work, like lots of glass to see in. So I think that means I actually need the stone cutter, and I'm probably going to need the crafting table too, so we'll take both of those and move those over here. So yeah, in terms of spacing, I think that's good, and I remembered to center this one, so we won't have to do any kind of fixing of that later. Now, of course, by the way, I've gotta do it to them. We will be using stone or mossy stone bricks, but not yet. We need to get the build in first, and then we come back in with the details like mossy cobble and bricks and everything cool like that. So I think we could do that one higher, whoops, like that. I'm going for a circle window. Then we could honestly build these up and then start the roof line with cobblestone, but not until the morning. So I think I'd like to go maybe over here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks up. That feels good. And then I guess we'll do the same thing over here. So all the way up 5, just like that. Now I think what I'd like to do is go over here and do 1, 1, then placeholder 2, remove placeholder, then placeholder down there this time, and 2 up again, but I need to be on top of there, so get rid of that and go 2. And then finally, last but not least, we need to go over here and then go 3 up like that, and then I need to mirror it on the other side. Okay, slight miscalculation. We're not right in the center, so we need to actually do another 2. So you are 2 and then 3 in the middle. I hope this isn't too tall. If it is, we could do 2.5 on that top one. Not that would help too much, but let's see. What do we think? Oh yeah, I think that's a good height. So we'll do that. This will be the front. Then we'll walk into this build actually and do, I think, 1, 2, 3, right? So we have like another section and then a beam like that. Then we are going to actually turn the build and go into this hill, which means I'll need to do some terraforming here and do a little bit of a storage area over here, kind of, I guess, just enough room for chests, which means I would need 2 there, then I could do a corner, then I could start like doing chests there too, and they'll all kind of sit out and it'll look cool and great, and hopefully you guys will love it. And then on the other side over here, I ran out of stone brick though, so let me get some of that really quick. But on this side, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do beam, and then 1, 2, 3, and then another beam. So basically on this side, there is no pop out or anything like that, and I can probably just line this wall with chests or something, maybe. I hope. Yeah. So that is most of what I'm thinking with this build, and for the sake of today's episode, for the sake of what I'd like to try and get done, I don't think, oh no, I don't want to cut the tree down. We're going to move the tree. It will stay. But anyways, I don't think I am going to do all of this on camera. This is the perfect project, I think, to just kind of zoom through now that I've explained it a bit and get some of the outside done. Then we'll come back and do the detailing together? Question mark. I think so. I think that's the plan. So wish me luck here. That's pretty much the whole idea. And now you are going to witness something wild, something crazy, something. I'm gonna build the building, basically. That's like the plan. Yeah. So it's been a while. I sort of wanted to jump in here and pretty much say that the build is going very, very well. I've come up with a roof idea. I've come up with pretty much like the wall idea, how I want to lay out my chests and everything. I'm still just working on, I guess, really getting the build in as a whole. I also wanted to say, or remind you guys of one of my favorite building tips when it comes to roofs, and that is just randomization. I am using stairs, slabs, and then the normal plank variant of whatever block I'm using. So for me, dark oak, and literally making things messy and random. Trust me, it'll look weird while you're doing it, but it works really, really well. So, yeah, that's the thing. That's kind of the technique I'm using here, and yeah, everything is going really, really well. Alright, you guys, well, it's been a little while longer, and the build is finished. There we go. Well, I mean, the build's not finished. The outside is finished. I think it looks pretty good, and it definitely like elevates this area and how it looks and how complete just everything feels. And I think everything will look even better once I like terraform this hill away and things like that. But now it's time to talk about the inside of this build. So the ceiling is very random. We're gonna have to do something about that. Maybe just honestly put a flat ceiling on it, something kind of hide all of that mess. But down here, I am thinking storage on this wall. So we'll have like maybe 2 rows for each thing. So rotten flesh, or maybe we just do rotten flesh. Actually, yeah, maybe we could just do 1 for each one. I don't know. But then we could also do a bunch of chests along this wall over here too. The one thing that I do know is the floor should step down. So we'll walk in and we'll be on like this layer right here. Then in here, we will step down maybe 1 block. So we have a little bit more storage space in here because I could only fit 1, 2, you know? Because I'm thinking like a staircase there or something to kind of blend this whole ceiling in. So yeah, I think we'll do a step down. Now in this entry area, I think that it would be really cool to do maybe oak wood, so we kind of enter in this whole medieval feel, and then in the lower area we'll use quartz. That's where at least some of the quartz comes in for today's build. I definitely need to tie this whole build into all of this. This is very quartz heavy, and this is not quartz heavy at all. So yeah, we definitely need to relate the build to the other part of this area somehow. Now, I think maybe right in the middle, as a fancy little design thing, we could do the steps down, and then we'll do like a fence and a fence to kind of make it a little safer. And then, yeah, down in here, everything gets ripped out and replaced with, I think, just a quartz slab floor. We'll use slabs so we can be really super efficient with our block placing in here. I honestly probably made more than I need, but yeah, we'll do it like this, and then we'll end up with this grid-like pattern, which will be cool. That's fine. I think it'll work well in here. Then we can come back in after this floor is in and do like carpets and everything like that, and pretty much just finish the whole interior off. It's a pretty straightforward inside. There's not really too much fanciness or craziness that I need to do. It's just a rectangle build, so it should be pretty easy to finish off, and then we can move to the outside of this area. Oh, and by the way, the glass. I want lots of glass, spooky noise, but lots of glass, and I'm thinking maybe black stained glass this time around to kind of elevate things. And then where we have that weird connection, I think we can use these fancy things. They're known as trapdoors to make the glass connect. Aha! We can. So we'll do trapdoor, and then on the other side, another trapdoor like that to finish the circle. That'll stay open because it's cool. And yeah, black stained glass on all of these windows as well. No windows really on the other side other than the front corner. Yeah, I think that'll... Oh, there's a creeper. I think that'll look really good. And this whole hill can now probably just go away because this will open the area up a whole lot more to the rest of our town. You know, don't get me wrong, I really do like that pumpkins are not born with a face now, if you know what I mean. Whoops, that's my bad. But also, it's really, really tedious, like, turning pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, because you have to place them and then shear them all and then dig them all up again. And yeah, it's not a big deal, but definitely not as easy as before. Maybe we need like a non-automatic pumpkin farm in the world somewhere so we can use it for jack-o'-lanterns whenever we need them. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like it's a good idea, but is it also kind of pointless? Maybe. It's not that bad to place these things, but I think this whole build as a whole is going to look really, really good. I'm thinking light blue carpet in here to match the ice and the light blue those terracotta blocks, and then maybe like a yellow stripe in the middle. That could look really, really cool. Then, yeah, I am thinking maybe like rotten flesh, bones, arrows. Then we need to do like string maybe on the back wall, and then gunpowder, and we could just kind of line the gunpowder all the way along there. It'll be a little random, maybe a little messy, but I think it's fine. It should be fine. In the top of the build, though, I am really, really unsure still, so I'm thinking maybe just honestly taking something like maybe dark oak and saying beam go right across, and then doing like spruce slabs up there. I'm not too sure. Now, while I work on this part of the project, I'd like to talk about a few random but also not random things. First on my list of random but not random things is, of course, the Minecraft 1.16 Nether update. So I mentioned it earlier on, and Minecon happened like a while ago at this point, and I haven't really talked about it in the series quite yet, what I'm thinking, but today's the day. So, if everything goes well and everything goes as planned, which sometimes it doesn't, but I'm thinking that we will stay in this world for 1.15, but big maybe. I don't know, because 1.15 should be coming out around the holidays this year, so that's still a few months away. I'm still really enjoying the world, but I just don't know. I can't say really what the future holds for sure. So maybe we stay in here for 1.15, maybe not. What I do know is that definitely by the time 1.16 comes out, we will be making a new world, like almost for sure. To me, I feel like at that point, this world will be kind of old, and I personally kind of get bored in worlds like after a long time, you know, so I think that'll be probably the best thing that we could do, like for ourselves and for the world, and to keep things fresh. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there, and what my plans are going forward. But we still have a lot to do in this world, so it's not over. I just always want to make that clear, because anytime I mention the world maybe not being forever, people kind of get worried. So yeah, don't worry if you love this world. It's not going away right now. But yeah. Now, the other big thing, I've seen some questions about the iron farm, both on my iron farm tutorial, which is finally out, and then about the build in this world and how it's working and everything like that. And first, I've got to say, like, in the tutorial, I tried to do a really good job of breaking everything down, so you should definitely go and watch the thing, like, go to the end. There's kind of like a Q&A part, fact part, so that'll answer some questions. But the iron farm that I built, like that design based off of the tutorial, is working without like any need to have trapdoors or anything like to hide the zombie from the villager. It just works. So yeah, I don't know what to really say if it's kind of stopped working for people. I have heard of like the villagers needing to be kind of blocked off every once in a while, but that doesn't seem to be the case at all. Like, it's working fine. And the only issue that I've had with the farm in this world, if I'm being honest, is a golem spawned on kind of like the side of the build, and I had to kill it myself. But yeah, other than that, the thing works like pretty much flawlessly for me, so I don't know really what to say and like how to troubleshoot it for you guys. So I'm sorry if you're having issues, but But yeah, just check the tutorial and the end and just do it exactly like it is, and it should work. It should work. It's working for me, so I don't know. What do we think about that? Yeah, I think that's cool. That's cool. But in here, we should definitely take this wall up a little bit more like that, and then can I pull this out? I can. I might have to go change the roof a little bit, but I definitely can. What do we need to fix? This. Not a big deal. There we go. Boom. Okay, so now I think that is probably going to be the best way to do the ceiling in here. I'll finish that up, and then back here, it's pretty plain. We'll just go ahead and continue the wall straight to the back. There's no need to have the fancy high ceiling on the back. It's it's really basic. Okay, so that's good. Now we need to do something for the chests over here. This is what I'm thinking. So staircases like that, then this can go up. That'll kind of just let that end nice and cleanly like that. Then we'll do 3 stacks of chests. Then this area. This is the only odd thing. So I think, honestly, we could probably just kind of curve this and have this go all the way across there, and then these beams will just kind of end where they end. We'll have a little bit of cobblestone showing. Maybe I could put like cobblestone slabs under it to give it a little bit of depth. That might look good. And then in here, more dark oak staircases to kind of round that area. This area can probably honestly sit like that. It's kind of cool. Maybe I'll actually even add a little bit more of like some randomness to it. That would look good. And then I need to get the windows in too, and then the carpets. So we are pretty much almost there with the build, and gotta say, I am really happy with how it's turning out, but we have quite a bit more to do, so I should probably focus and get this in, because the whole outside of this area needs to be decorated as well today. Alright, well, the inside of this building is done. It kind of looks... Oh, wait. Aha, I knew I was forgetting something. Aha, now the inside is complete. We needed those labels. Now, the only label that I don't know about is the bone one. It's just kind of random there. I don't know if I like that. I might move those, but they're just item frames for organization's sake. So that's good for now. Now it's time to turn around, go outside, and transform this whole area. So this is a big task. I don't really know where to start, other than, I guess, a road. So I've dug out an area where we can continue our path kind of down to connect over to this building. We also need a road to kind of wrap around, I guess, our storage building, right? Because I cut through here a lot, and I have a spot for a road ready, so I'll add that road in now. And then these trees. I think all of these trees actually have to go and get replaced with either something bigger or something a little more unique, a little more different. I think I'm leaning towards basically like a tall spruce tree type thing. You'll see what I mean in a minute if you don't know. So yeah, all of these have to go away, and unfortunately, I guess it's time to remove this pillar as well. This was the initial slime chunk pillar. We made this pillar in like episode 30 something. I don't remember, when we were like, you know, hunting for a slime chunk. That's when I marked this all off, and I guess we don't need that. The pumpkin seems to have disappeared as well, so we'll get rid of that. Those trees over there can stay, but these ones, like kind of by the sorting thing, like I guess the backdrop trees, those are the ones that have to go. This sorting system can also probably be covered up now, so we'll go ahead and just pull the land right over to this tube, and then where the items move, I have an even better idea. You see, we have a lot of iron, so I think that means I could easily take like a stack out of this thing, no big deal, and use iron trap doors as the top. Oh yeah, that is fancy. Iron trap doors are definitely the way to go. I'm also going to need a way to get into this the sorting thing in case anything bad ever happens, so let's go ahead and put a door on this. Maybe yeah, maybe something like that. That should do well. I march around in anticipation and nervousness. I panic, I sweat. I'm very scared because I got really carried away, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I cut back in, though, before I make my final change here, so I hope you're not mad. I hope you can forgive me somehow, some way. But this is what the area looks like now. Let's take some scaffolding and scaffold up in of course, a 1.4... Whoa. In a 1.14 way and take a look at the view. So I decided to I decided to lower the area around the mob farm and actually fill it with mycelium. This took a really, really long time. I had to dig the grass up and re-put the dirt down a bunch of times over and over and over again. I'm looking at it now and realizing that I forgot in there, maybe you can see by the lantern, a terracotta thing, so I'll go get more of that too, definitely. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with how it turned out, but it's definitely still not done. It's been like hours, seriously, of work and thinking. I really had trouble figuring out what I wanted to do with this area, but it's done, but it's not. I still am not in like super in love with this area. I don't know, I kind of just keep coming back and changing it. I planted a few mushrooms, but we need more so I can kind of get more going on in here. I like the feel. It's all like mysterious and cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I really, really like it and I'm very happy with it. I like the little details that I've done, but it needs more. And this is where I've got to come to you guys and say and beg you, please, like, please, let me know if you have an idea as to what I could like add into here. I thought about maybe blue terracotta, like randomly, because the blue terracotta matches the mycelium really, really well. And then I also figured that this end wall was kind of random, and I think it should be smooth quartz, so that would kind of tie into there. And then I'll do smooth quartz slabs on the top. I think that's a thing. If that's a thing, I'll do it. If it's not a thing, I'll do something else. But yeah, I think that would be the best way to sort of finish this whole area off. And now, from here on out, if I ever need mycelium, I can easily come over here and silk touch it. We need to definitely make a mushroom farm soon for like Minecraft mushrooms, just to be clear, YouTube. But yeah, so that's that. Let me go ahead and just finish this up right here, turn the stuff into the quartz block, and then we will do that fancy comment of the day thing. By the way, do we have slabs for this? We do, and we have stairs. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Smooth quartz it is. Smooth quartz is one of my favorite blocks. Now, by the way, the trees around here, I decided to do basically tall spruce trees that they're custom. Like, I planted a spruce tree higher up and then extended the bark down, so that looks pretty good to me. And then I just decorated with lots of roses and then oak leaf bushes. I thought those kind of blended in really well, and I've actually left this area open for something else that we'll be doing really, really soon. I thought this was a nice view, and that means something else needs to go here, so I left this blank. There's definitely a lot of room in here, and yeah. And with that, the quartz wall is now in, everything is done for today, and we're ready to build more buildings over there, add stuff in over here going up to the iron farm, and yeah, just lots and lots more detail has made its way into the world today, and I'm really happy. I'm glad that this is kind of at a point where I can say it's a little more done and it's a little bit more ready to be shown off. I do plan on doing a world tour in episode 100, by the way, another world download, and that means everything in our base area needs to be in the best shape possible for like showcasing and everything like that. So we'll probably slowly be working on improving things around here, but I like the looks of that. The world is just a little bit more filled in now. Oh boy, Magic Mystery Ball. Will there be a comment of the day today? Will or won't there be? Aha, there will be. Episode 83. Today's comment is from Milo C. The comment is, you really outdid yourself with the audio editing. I laughed a lot with all that lamau. A great video as usual. I binge watched the whole series in 3 or so weeks. I think we'll be waiting for more. Sorry, this means sorry I couldn't fit it all on the book, but thank you very much. So I've been playing RL Craft a little bit lately, and it's really, really fun. It's actually like the first modded experience that I've been having, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The episodes are paced a little bit differently. They're meant to be a little bit more fun, and yeah, I've been trying to just get better at things in general. In the making of those episodes, I kind of learned some new techniques and tricks, and I'm trying to make things fun and cool, and yeah, just have fun editing, because I really do enjoy editing, and I think editing adds a lot to it. So thank you for noticing. That was about the raid episode, and yeah, thank you very much. I should mention that RL Craft is a thing. It's like a really hard mod pack, and if you haven't seen it yet, you should check out my videos in it. It's like really fun. As always, thank you everyone for watching, and I'd like to send a special thank you to my patron, the Elite Gamer Neve, today. Thank you so much for your support, and continue being that elite tier gamer that you are. If you'd like your own fancy episode dedication, check out my Patreon. I do have a private fan server, lots of other cool benefits, so check it out if it sounds interesting. If not, then don't check it out. There's some brand new merch out now too, barely talked about it, sorry. Below the video, brand new Wattles merch, grab it if you want, and then go have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. My name is Wattles, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.